In this video, I'm going to be adding an extra battery to this HappyRun G60. The same procedure applies to a G50. A link to all these products is above and also in the description. With adding this battery, you're going to need this battery combiner so that you can safely run one battery or both batteries, and also this on-off toggle switch to be able to toggle this battery. This battery can be sourced in multiple sizes depending on your range needs. This is a 10 amp hour battery, which is good for an extra 10 to 13 miles of range, which should give me a combination of 40 miles total range. If you want, you can source a 15 amp hour battery to go even further. So before we get started on this install, these are the three products that you're going to need. You're going to need the battery, which comes with an XT60 connector, an on-off toggle switch, and a battery combiner. All of these connections are plug and play with the factory controller, can be easily reversed. So let's get started on that install. To install the extra battery, first things first is you want to power off the primary battery, and it's good practice to remove it from the frame to de-energize the whole system. Then you're going to come onto here and use a 10mm socket to remove the 4 nuts, and then there's 2 screws on the back that will gain access to the seat here. You're going to use a 3mm hex key to remove the cover plate to the controller. Here's a look at that controller. And there is the XT60, which we're going to connect the battery combiner to. So I have this battery combiner. All right, so I'm going to separate this connector. And this is really foolproof because there's only one connector that goes to the controller. And then I have another connector that will go to the factory battery. And then the last one is going to go to the extra battery, and then connect it into this connector like that, and then I connect this to the battery like such, and this will allow me to turn this off and on as needed in case I want to de-energize this battery and then just run one, or vice versa. Alright, I got the battery combiner tucked down in here. All my connections are made. I routed the switch out the front here so that I can easily grab the toggle switch while riding. I'm going to reinstall the cover plate, and then figure out where I want to secure the battery on the frame. You can see here I got the battery tucked underneath here. I had to use a 3-inch Velcro extension strap. A link to that strap is in the description. And here is the on-off toggle switch. I'm now going to install the seat like this. And now you can hardly really tell that the battery is in there. It looks really good. Okay, before we go on a cruise, let's make sure we test it. I have the factory battery here, but we're going to test it on the auxiliary battery. So we're going to turn this on, turn the ignition switch on. You can see here it's 53 volts. Everything is operating great. I'm going to hit the kill switch on that. You can see that everything shuts off. Let's install the factory battery. Turn the switch on. You can see here we have the factory battery running. Now let's turn on both batteries. Okay, we have both batteries operating. So it looks good. We're going to shut that off. It's back on the auxiliary battery or backup battery. And now I'm going to shut this off and the power gets cut. So everything is operational. Let's just check it at speeds. We're going to turn this back on. And let's 32 miles an hour. Awesome. I'm going to tighten up all these wires, but before I do, I'm going to take this for a test drive. I hope that you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.